So it's like, stop hanging out with people that are negative and complaining and bringing you down, bringing you into a low vibrational state. And stop telling them your business. Stop opening up to them and being vulnerable with them, because then they make you question yourself. If you have a dream towards someone and someone's like, no, that's not possible, that's not feasible, like, then there's no point of telling them that, because then that just makes you question whether you can do something or not. Keep your dreams to yourself, or only tell people who are motivating you and believe in you. No matter what you tell them, they believe in what you're saying, because they believe in you, that you can accomplish anything. So it's like, just quietly work on your stuff and let your actions prove to them that, even though you don't need to prove nothing to anyone, but eventually they will come across you and they will see what you've been doing, if you're sharing it with the world or whatnot, when you get to that point where you feel comfortable sharing. And even when you feel uncomfortable, like you feel like your stuff is not perfect, just start doing it. Just, if you're meant to be on social media and sharing messages or writing or whatever you're meant to do, just start sharing it, because the act of sharing it, you get to look back and see your growth over time. And you do grow over time, because you keep putting yourself out there, you keep sharing your stuff. So over time you get better and better, because it's practicing, it's working on a skill and working that muscle, and you get better and better. I've seen the growth through my writing, and how much I've grown through the through when I started 10 months ago posting consistently, to now, and what I'm posting, and how comfortable I am in front of the camera, just talking like I'm talking to a friend. Whereas before, when I first turned on that camera, and the first dozen times and more than that months, I was feeling like awkward, like, okay, like I need to do like a presentation of how I'm gonna express this message. Now I just let whatever comes out come out. It's not like I'm trying to force it. I'm just being free with what I have to say, right? I don't even make a game plan of what I'm gonna say. I just let whatever flows out of me, the same way I do with writing. I just let whatever flows out of me flows out of me. And this whole thing about actions, right? The thing is, we've been conditioned in society that actions equal results. However, if you're doing something that doesn't feel fulfilling towards you, and you're forcing yourself to do something that you don't like doing, then those actions are stressful and they don't feel rewarding. For example, with me with writing, every day I'm able to have my cup of tea and work on my writing, and it doesn't feel like a struggle to me. Sometimes I feel heavy and I don't want to do it, because I just feel a heavy energy and I just want to lay in bed and not get out of bed. But then I say, okay, just, you have to make the kids breakfast, you have to get up anyways, make the kids breakfast, and go and eat your breakfast, have a cup of tea, and just go sit outside. And when I sit outside and I'm enjoying my tea, it's like become a habit for me, that it's like I have to take out my notebook and let whatever message comes out. So, and then as I'm writing that, I get more peace and calmer, and I'm able to release whatever emotion I'm feeling in that moment, whatever story wants to come out, whatever leftover baggage is not coming out, or whatever hope, or whatever lesson I've learned that I want to share with you guys. So it's like this thing of, for me, writing has become second nature, and it's because I'm passionate about it. So it's like, even if a piece takes 10 minutes or a half an hour or an hour, let's say, that feels so rewarding as I'm doing it, because it it means something to me. So it's like, but if I had to go, let's say, like, what's something that I don't like to do? Let's say if I had to go do some like heavy labor work, or work in a restaurant where I'm serving plates. No, I wouldn't like that. That would feel so draining towards me, because it's not something that's like fulfilling. It's not something that I like doing. Like, some stuff we have to do in order to get by, and we do our dreams on the side, and I totally get that. And I'm grateful that I don't have to do that at the moment. Who knows what the future holds, if I have to do that or not. But right now, I'm trusting the creator, and things are aligning and working out for me at the moment, right? And I'm going to keep putting my faith in that, because that's what keeps working for me, is putting my faith into the creator and taking the aligned actions on the things that he's telling me to do. So if you're getting nudges to work on something, even if you're tired, even if you're drained, just do it. Like, just work on it, because it will lift your mood. Like, that's the lesson that I keep repeating and trying to ingrain in your guys' mind, because honestly, the only thing that's like saved me, the only thing that made me able to be consistent with it, is working on my passion. That's the only thing I've been able to be consistent about. Everything else, I haven't been completely consistent about. Like, I'll get exercise, I'll get sunlight, I'll do all these things, but I'm not consistent. I'm not doing it every day. I'm doing it majority of the time, but not 100% of the time. Whereas writing, I'm doing 100% of the time. Sharing these messages with you, I'm doing it 100% of the time. And because I enjoy doing it. So it's like, literally, when you do something that you enjoy, it doesn't feel like work. It feels effortless for you. And that's what you have to realize, is that it may seem hard to start. The starting is always the hardest. But after a while, you build up the habit. And once the habit is formed, it's like automatic that you're doing it. You don't have to think about it. You just do it because you're used to doing it after. They programmed and conditioned us for all these habits that don't serve us from young, 3 to 4 years old. And that's where you have to go on the healing journey, dark night of the soul, all of these things to break yourself out of that programming, out of those habits that are not serving you, that are not making you fulfilling, and getting out the outside thoughts, the outside opinions, watching stuff that doesn't align with the truth or how you feel or whatever, and not listening to other people's opinions. That's the biggest thing that stops us from our dream. Because, for example, as a writer, people are like, no, that doesn't make money. No, what are you going to do as a writer? How many books are you going to write? Da, 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 da. Like, all of these things, how are you going to sell it? All of these things, people try to deter you on your path because it's a small percentile of people that make it. But why is it a small percentile of people that make it? Is because they've been, the others that had the dream, had the talent, have been deterred from it because they shared, for example, the beginning stages of their writing and it wasn't the phenomenal, and people laughed at them. And then after, they're like, oh my god, like, maybe I'm not good at this. But it's a skill. Just because you have the talent for it doesn't mean that your first piece is going to be phenomenal. No, you have to work on it. You have to perfect your craft. Everything. Just like building something. The first train that you build is going to be like wobbly and not pretty and all of these things. But over time, you gain the skill and you get better at it. So it's like, don't give up just because the first couple of pieces are not good. Like, for me, it was like I started writing at 13 and or 12, and I just started writing poems and raps and everything because that was fun and that was cool and I wanted to do it. So, and then I kept doing it and kept doing it, but I got sidetracked and tried other things, and then I kept coming back to that because that felt effortlessly. And now I know without a doubt, no one in their mind can sway me from that. No one can say, oh, you should work on this. Oh, but you should do something else. No, I trust the divine. I trust my creator that he's telling me to do this, and he will align a way for me when the time is right. Divine timing. I have faith in that, and that's what I lead with. So I'm not getting sidetracked anymore. I'm not allowing anyone else's opinion to determine whether I pursue this or not. No, I believe in myself 1,000%. 1,000,000% I believe in myself. And no one can tell me that I'm not a good writer and that this is not for me and this is not worth it. No, I know it's worth it because it means something to me, and that's what the creator is leading me to do. And that's the aligned action I take every day because the creator leads me. So, like, trust yourself. Work on your intuition. Spend time alone. Gain an inner knowing. Like, it's not an easy journey, but as you grow, as you change, the things that come into your life, it's so rewarding. And it's a hard journey to go on, and a lot of people give up, but it's worth it in the end. I promise you, it's worth it in the end. Just keep having trust and keep having faith.